Hi guys, it's me, Delicious Delights. How are you guys doing? Hopefully well. Okay, so today my video is about fruity ouds. Fruity and sweet ouds. My last video was barnyard ouds. It's quite challenging. Barnyard ouds are quite challenging. And I've actually had some questions about, what are more easy to wear ouds, or what are other ouds they can try without really going into the deep end, into the barnyardy stuff. And what I thought right away was fruity ouds, fruity and sweet ouds. So I think that these ones are a lot easier to wear, easier on your nose, but just as good in my opinion. So the first one I want to talk about is from the house of Tom Ford. It's called Plums Japonais. First of all, I'd like to thank the sub, you know who you are, who sent this to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. And Plums Japonais, what does it smell like? I have it here, and honestly, it's not like the most noticeable note in here is oud. Sorry, here we go with my funny talking. The most noticeable notes to me is like a prune and spice, a spicy prune. And I used to eat prunes a lot as a kid. For some reason, my mom used to buy like these bulk bags of it from the bulk store, and they would have like this hard outer coating, and then what I would do as a kid for no particular reason is I would like squish them in my fingers to soften it up, and then I'd pop them in my mouth and then take the seed out. And so if I were to smell my fingers after rolling that prune in my fingers, that's what this fragrance smells like to me. But adding to that, there is a beautiful spice concoction of I don't know what, but to my nose it's a bit peppery. It's just peppery and like cinnamony, and cinnamon kind of adds more sweetness to the whole thing. So prunes are already sweet, cinnamon is sweet, and then you have that peppery thing. It's so gorgeous. So where is the oud? Oud's in the notes. And you can smell it. You can detect it way back there. It has like a rubbery feel in the base. And that's the best way I can describe it in this fragrance. It's quite rubbery, but to my nose, it's like a rubbery leather. Yeah, but in a good way. Not in a bad way. I know that sounds not good, rubbery leather, but it's in a good way because it's mixed with this really nice pruny, squishy, pruny, sticky spice, and just the whole thing works perfectly, I think. There is also a very nice sweetness in here, like vanilla. Very, very nice sweetness that just sweetens everything up, including that rubbery leather. And just all in all, it just feels like a very impressive, mature person. That's how I feel whenever I wear this. I've had samples of it in the past in decants, and I've always loved it and finished them. So again, thank you so much to the sub who sent me this decant, but it's just perfect. It's perfect. I think they're discontinuing this one, if I'm not mistaken. I heard it's from the Atelier d'Orient line, and I think other ones in this collection are Fleur de Chine and some other ones. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard this was being discontinued, and that's really sad because this is such a beautiful fragrance. Expensive, yes, but if you have the cash for it, at least try to test it out. So that's Plums Japonais by Tom Ford. Now, the second one I want to talk about is one that I don't hear a lot of, or I don't even know if I've heard about it at all in the community. My sample is completely, well, no, I have like 2 or 3 sprays left, and I'm like so sad because this is such a wonderful fragrance, a hidden gem if you want to call it. That's cliche, but I honestly think it is a hidden gem fragrance. And it's from the house of SoOud, and it's called Ilham. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. Ilham. Ilham. So, you guys, it's so beautiful. What does this smell like to me? First of all, I want to say that in my other video, the Rose Oud fragrances, I mentioned 3 ouds that technically I think definitely can be considered as gourmand ouds, and a lot of people have agreed. But the reason why I didn't say that in the title was because when I think of anything gourmand, I automatically think, would I like to eat this? And as sweet and as beautiful as Oud Bouquet is, as Oud Satin Mood is, and as Royal Rose Oud is, I don't think I would have any appetite to taste them in my mouth. But this guy's Ilham by SoOud, in my opinion, is, from what I've tried so far, the ultimate gourmand oud. Something that I would actually like to eat. Yes, and there's oud in it. So going back to the fragrance, what does it smell like? To me, it's a peach punch oud. Now, growing up, my mom, she used to buy these, I don't know how you call it, the powder fruit that you can make juice into. So you just like put the powder in a pitcher and then you add water and then you mix it. It's basically like sugar water flavored fruit. And my mom always got the peach flavor. I guess it's called Tang. Wow. It took me a long time to remember what it was called. Something like that. Or a Tang-like thing. And if you like that smell, the way it tastes, that's what this smells like to me. It's mostly a peach punch plus caramel. And you guys know how much I love caramel fragrances. Plus the oud. It's not super oudy at all. It's in the bottom, in the base somewhere, in the same way as it is in Plums Japonais, where it isn't the star of the fragrance. However, it is definitely there, supporting all of those wonderful notes on top of it. Just provides a really nice base that I just actually feel it on my skin. I don't know if I could actually feel oud on my skin, but when I smell it, and just the way it behaves on my skin, it feels like the layers are being peeled back, where, you know, it's peach and then it's like sticky caramel, and then like at the very end stages you'll really like get more of the oud, if that makes sense. So Ilham from SoOud is a peach punch oud, sticky caramel. It's very honey-like, so you get the texture of a drizzled honey. It's more fruity than oudy. It's more caramel. It's more gourmand than anything, but you can definitely feel the oud, if not smell it, because it's not that strong in this one, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. And definitely recommended if you're looking for a very, very, very good gourmandy kind of oud. Okay, last but not least is a fragrance called Oud Save the Queen by Atkinson's. And my sample is up. There's like a little bit left there, but I can still smell it from here. Oud Save the Queen. Such a strange name. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean in the first place, but what does this smell like? To me, it's a very, very safe, fruity oud. And to my nose, it is like a cherry-like oud. Kind of like cherry cough syrup. And I think that for most people, cherry cough syrup would be like a negative thing to think about when it comes to fragrance. But for some reason, I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it in this one. It works somehow. Because it's not just cherry cough syrup. It has that oudy character in it. It also has this waxy texture that's reminding me of maraschino cherries. Also like the kind of cherry that you would get on top of a ice cream sundae. You know how they're kind of waxy and they have this like nice texture of squishiness? That's the kind of cherry smell that I'm getting out of here. And it's very, very sweet, vanilla-ish, but mostly it's just a very safe, inoffensive, everyday, pleasant, fruity, cherry sundae kind of oud to me, and just really, really, really pleasant. And I just think that, yeah, it's just very, very pleasant. I don't know what else to say. It's quite simple of a fragrance. It doesn't develop that much on my skin, but for sure, if you're looking for something just to get started, maybe I would try, if you can get a sample of the Atkins's Oud Save the Queen. I think that's definitely one to check out for sure. Okay guys, so those are my 3 picks for fruity ouds. Of course, I'd like to hear from you and what you guys think about fruity ouds. Do you guys have any suggestions or anything? Just talk to me, say hi. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. And I hope you guys are enjoying this oud series that I'm doing. I'm just really into oud right now, so I want to talk about it more. I hope you guys are appreciating it, and I'll be back with another oud video soon. See you guys. Bye.